Welcome back to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Rich Voss is here. You can call the show at 866-969-1969. You can also follow us. This is why it's good to have all forms of social media. Twitter's in and out. I guess some hacker group came in. D-Bag told me during the break. It must be the Russians. I would blame Putin again. But they seem to have taken down Twitter, Reddit, and Spotify. See? Oh, the future's the internet. Hackers can't take down satellites, can they? Those son of a bitches will still be here.
See, if you get that Google Pixel phone,
yeah,
you won't be able to listen to your music.
Because Spotify?
Yeah, I got Apple Music. I can listen to whatever I want right now.
Yeah, you're right, because Apple Music would be impossible to hack.
Yeah, you feel stupid, don't you?
No, it's totally stupid.
Yeah,
right. Because they hacked Spotify this time, so obviously every time it would be Spotify.
Right.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. No, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. I went to the cell phone store yesterday to look at it.
Is that what it's called?
What's it called? The Verizon store? Do I need to drop a name brand? The cell phone store. I went to that cellophone store, and they didn't even have them in stock. They had like the 32. Also, see, what they're doing with the Google Pixel phones is they're quote-unquote exclusively from Verizon. But all you have to do is put in a SIM card. You know what I mean? They're unlocked. So,
well, you would have to buy it outright.
Right. So I was like, well, can I just buy a phone from you? Because I want to know how much it was. And they said, no. The only way you can buy a phone outright from the Verizon store is you have to buy it on prepaid with a $45 prepaid card. And then once you're done with that, then it would be unlocked. You could do whatever you want. So it's an extra $90 because it's an activation fee and then a prepaid thing.
Now, when they say it's exclusive to Verizon, is that because nobody else wanted it?
No, it's a deal that they made.
That's a bad deal. Hey, let's get on as few networks as possible.
They got a great deal. You can also buy it on the Google store.
Where's that?
It's on a computer.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. The hackers might have gotten it. But I might get it this weekend.
Yeah,
I want it.
Find one first.
Well, yeah, I guess, because they go, the Verizon store, today's launch day, or yesterday was launch day, and they're like, yeah, we'll have them in stock. And I went, and they were like, well, yeah, we got them in stock. Which one do you want, black or white? And I was like, I guess black. And they were like, okay, 32 gigs. And I was like, what? No, 32 gigs. 128 gigs. Nobody needed 32 gigs on a phone?
I guess you could also go to like Best Buy and stuff because they sell every carrier's stuff.
No, you can only get them on Verizon.
No one's excited about
really?
this
You
phone.
can only get them at the Verizon stores?
There's no lines.
No, there's no lines. They didn't even get them in.
They
didn't even want them.
They only got 32 gigs. You can't get the 128 gig version yet.
That's enough gigs.
Who's doing this?
Google.
This is where all these fucking stupid
They're
companies
assholes.
go wrong, you dopes.
Yeah. And then they made a blue one, and it's limited edition. They don't have the blue one on launch day. It's already spoken for somehow.
This is the worst. They're trying to be like Apple and create a buzz.
Yeah.
It's like now that people
You're
are
not
so
hearing a
annoyed.
buzz?
No. Now that people are so annoyed with the new iPhone, this was your chance, and you don't have the fucking high gig models. What dopes.
That's what they call. I went in. I was like, "Where's the high gig model?" They didn't have them. No 128 gigs.
What was their reasoning besides the fact that we're shitheads? What was their reasoning?
They were like, "We see them in the warehouse, but we didn't get them in. So we should have them maybe this weekend or by next week."
But why would
what
you
the
buy...
fuck type of a set? You know what it is? They want to sell the low gig ones first.
Yeah.
And get rid of them.
All the people who are excited about a new gadget are going to go in and get these 32 gig Google Pixel phones, and be left with nothing. See, their thinking is
there an SD card slot in
No.
there? Oh, really?
No, there is not.
I was going to say maybe that's why.
Their deal with this phone that they're trying to sell people on is anybody who gets it gets unlimited video and photo storage online.
Oh, so you don't need more gigs.
Right? Like Jim Norton wouldn't use that because you know what that means.
What?
You have to use the cloud.
Oh.
Not happening.
Not happening. No.
Not happening.
Why not? Because then you think people have all your
They
information.
can hack you. They can hack you. It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
It's absolutely true.
I don't know. I like 32 gigs is nothing on a phone
It's
these days.
shit.
But if you're streaming music and you're storing everything in the fucking Google whatever, because they said even HD videos, whatever you want, unlimited storage. You could store it online. You don't need to store it on your phone.
But it's not even 32 gigs because, you know, you've got to think about how much space, like just the phone's operating system is taking up.
And all the apps that come with it and whatever apps you get. Yeah.
But you store it and you can just stream it?
Yeah, but
That's great for a Wi-Fi connection, but it's fucking. It's sometimes hard to send a text message. I'm gonna watch fucking. Watch Apocalypto on my phone.
Plus, I'm sure, like if you're filming an HD video, it's not like automatically saving to the cloud. Like it's got to, record somewhere.
Right. So you need the memory to actually
Yeah.
record the video. You can't just
Yeah.
have zero memory. It can't just be a cloud phone.
Yeah, what's it going to be called? The old goldfish? Zero memory.
Oh,
It was
God.
live.
Google Sky.
Is that what they call it?
No, it's Pixel. It's called the Pixel.
I hate technology. I'm so bad
Yeah.
at it. I'm trying to
What's
send something
up?
to my mailing list, and of course I'm doing it wrong. I really am a worthless piece of
You
shit.
don't need a
Well,
mailing
you
list.
don't have to send anything to your mailing list to be that. Well, that was really wordy.
That was good.
That was really wordy.
Yeah.
What were you going to ask?
Like the iPhone 6 Plus.
I hate the iPhone.
Why?
Because I have the iPhone 6 Plus. I updated it. It made my phone a piece of shit. And now I feel like I'm being held hostage by these iPhones because I don't even want an iPhone 7. There's nothing new about it except the camera. And the processor is fast enough that it can actually use the operating system that they created. So there's nothing about it that makes me want it,
Yeah.
but they've trapped me into this cycle where it's like, okay, it's time for a new phone. You better get this one. You better get this one. You better get this one. I feel like I need a change. I need to disrupt the awful cycle. I need to let Eddie Q and the boys know that they got to make some improvements that make me go, oh, wow. There's no, oh, wow factors.
No, they don't care. And they don't care if you stop using the iPhone any more than they care. Like, I was talking to somebody recently about banks, and he's like, Bank of America, and I hate Bank of America. And he goes, yeah, I stopped putting my money in the bank as a protest. And I get that, because I've thought of that, but of course you can't do it because they're just annoying. But see, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care if you don't use the iPhone. They don't care if I take my money out of the bank because there's so many people. They're so big. That's not the way to protest.
Too big to fail?
They don't give a fuck. No, they're too big to be noticed if you don't.
Yeah, but if enough people do it, like it's...
Yeah, but there's no way to get all those people to do
I
it.
think
And you're
banks
not-
care.
What's that?
I think banks care. At least they did a few years ago when I closed one of my accounts because you can get better interest rates online. So I do think that they care because they'll try to keep you.
Maybe.
Because
I
you
mean,
can get if you put your money in one of there's a lot of different like
what
online.
can you do online? An online bank?
Yeah,
Who the fuck wants to do that? How do you
Banking
deliver money
online?
to it?
because it's for people who can afford to put their money in there because you get higher interest rates because there's no brick and mortar banks, so they can afford to give
A lot of people do online.
Where's your
banking.
money?
your money. It's in the cloud, Jim.
Well, your money's in her house, in his house.
That's crazy. I would not do that.
It's a wonderful life.
Why? They're all FDIC insured. It's not like anything
Online
else.
banking
It's
is
not like
like-
you're giving your money to me.
And like
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't want to be the one to say this, but on you being like, why would anybody use online banking? Is like Voss being like, oh, I just heard about this Easy Pass thing. Like of
No,
course
it's
you would
not.
do
different.
banking
Well, no,
online.
I don't know. I
I
bank
do-
online, but with a
Yeah.
bank, like with Bank of America or
Yeah.
with Wells Fargo, because at least you can go in there and take money out if you want
Yeah.
to.
You can
And
still do that.
I'll bank online if you want to transfer money from one account to another account.
Cool.
You know.
He was agreeing with you, Rich. You were agreeing with Jim,
Yes.
and he had to be mean, didn't he?
I don't care. That's his. It's his. You know what it is? He's trying to tear down and build himself up because he's dealing with whatever he's dealing with.
But that's
An
not you.
idiot.
I'm content where I am in life.
You are?
And yeah, I am.
Good for you.
So I'm really not. But so he could do what he has to do to make him feel good, and I'm here for him no matter what he does.
That's
Okay.
that's what people need in life. A good friend like Rich
And
Voss.
If look, whatever he's going through, if he wants to try to beat me up, hey, I'm there for you. What do you need? What do you want to talk about?
Matt.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
So
talking.
bad.
Oh,
I just broke your headphones. I'm sorry.
I just turned to a guy that looked like him if
I
he
cared.
was stung by a hornet's nest.
How do I make this louder? Oh, here we go. This is nice. This is professional.
Matt Serra just walked in
What's up?
trying to figure out why he walked into a gentler, warmer studio with
Right?
Voss talking about his friendship goals.
Sam, nice to meet you, man.
And you too, Matt
nice,
Serra.
man. This is and you, my son.
Rich Voss.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
How have you not heard of me?
Fuck.
How's it going?
I can't complain. I just got off the train.
Well, you're like a.
And I stopped at Midtown Comics. I had some time to kill. Took a smash. I ruined the bathroom. Were you just in there?
I was. was, yeah. But
You saw
Just
an eye
like
to
what,
a
10 minutes
hole?
ago? I thought I saw somebody peeking through the stall like a creep. And I'm like, my buddy Jimmy, were you just in there?
yeah,
talking?
we just walked in there.
Yeah, I heard you talking
Yeah.
about something you're not doing no more in this. I'm not going to talk about it now, but
Yeah.
I was in the stall. I wanted to yell out your name, but
Oh, you should have. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard it.
Exactly.
You know?
Gets habitual.
Where'd you take the training from? Where you from?
Long Island. Long Island, New York.
Isn't that
New York. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Of course it's Long Island, New York. I'm all hyped up. I had espresso when I woke up. I had a rough night's sleep because
touched
my
me.
kids woke up. I have three
Yeah,
little girls.
So do I.
And it was like every hour. My wife even said, she goes, this is every hour on the hour. They're
How old are
waking
the
up.
kids?
7, 5, and 3.
So they're not like babies that should be waking up every,
Well, yeah,
especially the
they-
7-year-old.
They're gagging and
Yeah.
they're spitting up shit. I don't know, man. It's rough.
I
And
got
I'm
3
sweating.
daughters. Wait till you see. Wait till they get older.
How old are your kids?
26, 24, and 9.
Oh, you spread them out a little bit.
Well, different wife, but
Oh, there you go.
The
Yeah.
26-year-old is dating. I don't. There's none in the studio.
Talented broadcaster?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that right?
No, he's a good guy, and she.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
proud of my
your
kids.
your oldest is dating somebody you know?
No, I'm proud of all my kids and what all their choices in life. I really am.
Yeah.
That's
It's
nice.
Like, would Tony Soprano describe like a charcoal briquette? when Meadow brings home her boyfriend.
That's funny you brought that up. I was
Voss.
watching clips of fucking Sopranos. I watch weird shit on YouTube, and this morning, for some reason, I was watching clips on YouTube of fucking Sopranos. Has nothing. Well, you brought up Sopranos. That's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it.
I fucking
was watching
love
when
that
Jackie
show.
got clipped.
Yeah.
and I was watching when they ripped off the fucking poker game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
They shot Furio and I don't again. Some shit
they-
just
I hated Furio.
Did you?
I hated that whole. I liked it at
Furio.
first, but that whole like romantic thing.
Yeah.
Oh, when he does his garage work, he's all sweaty.
Dude, I got it. Women like Furio though.
Do they?
Which
Oh
one's
yeah,
he? Put him on the screen.
My wife, because she didn't watch Sopranos when it was on, so
Yeah.
I got to like rewatch it with her, and I showed it to her and everything. This was a couple years ago,
Oh.
and we were walking down the street, and we saw Furio, and he looks like Furio. He still got the
Yeah,
ponytail
yeah.
and everything, and she like almost left a puddle in the sidewalk. She
That's
was so
crazy.
excited about this guy.
He's a director. He's
Yeah.
a real director. My buddy Ray Longo was just in a movie of his called The Brooklyn Banker. Yeah.
Really?
I saw that movie. I think.
Wait,
I
oh,
see-
the guy Furio's a
Yeah,
director.
man.
Oh.
I did a little skit with him that we put on Twitter to promote it, and we shot it at Ray Longo's and Chris Weidman's gym in Long Island, and just to promote it about the fucking thing where he. I can find that thing.
I was
Oh, thank you. You guys are good.
I was
Pour me some club soda for the people at home listening.
I was camping in Pennsylvania, and the Russian, was still running through the woods.
In the Pine Barrens?
Whatever happened to him in Sopranos?
You know, I'll tell you. I interviewed David Chase a few
Yes.
years back, and I asked him, like, what happened to the Pine Barrens guy? And he said he had a whole story in his head about what happened to him. He said he kept running, he passed out somewhere, some Boy Scouts found him, but none of it was ever actually on the show. He just had this whole thing worked out. Furio, I'm glad that he came up because you didn't like him at all, or just the romantic storyline, Jim?
I didn't like the romantic storyline. I
Because
didn't
he's
mind
res-
him as a tough guy or as a killer. I didn't like the romantic storyline with him and the wife. But then again, I like when she wanted to fuck the guy who worked at Home Depot.
Yeah, right? Remember that?
What about
Yeah.
when she wanted to bang the priest?
Yeah, there was a lot. You know what the problem with Carmela was? It was such a.
Horny.
She was probably, I think she was probably the best pure actor in the entire series.
Oh.
It was the fact though that it became a little soap opera-ish. They had to stretch it out. They had to give all these characters life. What do you do with her? Like there was some storyline she had that I thought were amazing. Like she's fucking trying to flip a house. She's mad at her father. She wants her husband to use his mob influence to get these fucking inspectors to pass the wood. Like there was a lot of shit that. I thought it was very, like, it seemed like realistic, like that you'd deal with.
One of my favorite lines on the whole show was a Furio line when they're like, when the doctor won't answer Uncle Junior's calls because he's being too difficult, and they intimidate him on the golf course, and they back him up and they back him up until he's standing in a puddle. And then Furio knocks his hat off and goes, "You got a B on your hat."
Oh, yeah. That
He's
was
just like
Fucking golf.
pissing himself.
Golf is tough enough.
Just bring it back to golf.
It's so tough.
Yeah.
And to do that to somebody in such a tough game, it's mean.
You're a golfer?
Yes, and it's killing me.
You gotta be on your way.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, Dr. Kennedy. He did not care for Dr. Kennedy.
Yeah, I tell you though, Dr. Kennedy straightened up. He called Uncle June right away. Right away.
I think this guy was going to say something about me playing golf. I think he thinks it's a pussy sport.
Yeah, Matt, tell him.
Oh, golf?
Yeah.
I only do miniature. I don't fuck around with that. I can't.
That's because you.
I'm
Because
I'd
why?
probably be shitty at it. I'd probably be shitty at it.
No, Rich
It
was about
looks-
to comment on your height.
No, I wasn't.
He was gonna respond.
Oh, is it
There
not
was a
good?
reason.
Is it not good for stocky people or short people? I
No,
say
miniature
stocky.
golf would be regular golf.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
That's good.
people when they hit it through the windmill and they go, "Sorry, are you going home now?" Nothing. I got greedy. What I'm
You
saying
got greedy with
is,
that fucking thing. You had a home run.
you're a killer MMA guy, though, right?
Oh yeah. I'm retired now.
Do you
Yeah.
like? I got a million
Do
questions.
you watch?
I don't
You
know
watch
about-
MMA? You watch
No,
MMA?
I see. When I stopped karate and
You watch
and
the
stuff-
manly shit like golf. You don't watch any of that pussy cage
yeah.
fighting shit.
Please, just fight. I see. Back in the day, I used to love guys like Bill Wallace and
Oh
just
yeah,
karate. You know,
I know Bill
mean,
Wallace. I did a karate college with him.
He was a killer.
Superfoot. No,
Yeah,
Superfoot.
Yeah, left
Yeah.
foot. His left foot.
Nice guy.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice guy.
So you don't do karate at all anymore?
No, I stopped.
I told you my
had to-
one time of seeing Voss do karate. We were in the village.
Oh, really?
And he was. I was with a girl, and he was going to show us a move. And he threw a kick, and he slipped in the garbage juice, and he fell.
I fell in the garbage.
Used to do a lot of karate.
Well, no, back in it, I'm old now.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, we used
tumbled
to,
over?
We used to do
Yeah,
it.
he slipped in all that garbage juice.
tournaments and stuff. You know, the big fight.
Was the girl
between-
impressed?
We had such a laugh.
You did?
The fight in, I think it was the Thriller Manila, whatever, one of those big fights.
Yeah.
The opening fight was a karate fight, was Jeff Smith, the world champ, versus Kareem Allah, who used to have a school in Newark. And Jeff Smith was a killer. So the reason I don't watch MMA is just I don't have time to start a new sport.
Yeah.
I have nothing. Sometimes if I see it on TV, I'll flip and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
You can
But the
follow it
techni-
though, watching it once a month. Like if you just watch the pay-per-views,
right.
No.
it's enough.
Huh?
It's not that big of a time commitment to just follow MMA.
I'm just saying I'm on the road so much. You know, I don't know when it's like Norton goes to the shows. He knows a
Yeah.
lot about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not negative towards it.
So you're saying you don't have the kind of free time that Norton has.
No, listen. No, I have a life.
Yeah.
I see.
You
I
have a life.
see.
He wants to just be like, hey, MMA guys, can I hang? You know, because he's
Did you
like
say MMN guys?
MMA guys.
We should double check that.
Travis, what did he say?
If we can go to the TEF box and find out whether or not Voss
Yeah.
said MMN or MMA.
Yeah. Did this guy just say MMN? Please.
All I know is I would not fuck with any of them. I think it's called. You know, I think it's fucking.
It's very entertaining. It's the only thing I watch. I don't watch any sports. Anything. I don't watch anything with a fucking ball. I'm not into it. And it would sound like I'm unmanly, except for that whole thing about me used to fighting in a cage, so I'm very manly.
Yeah.
But
I don't watch sports either, but I don't fight in a cage, so people think I'm a girl, you know? It doesn't
but-
work as well for
Yeah, but
me.
you're a radio personality. You could
no,
pull
he's
chicks
not.
that way.
No, he can't.
Oh, so he's a radio guy. I'm not gonna say.
See, look at it. Like that technique. You look at him right there.
Yeah.
To me, MMA doesn't have the technique that Taekwondo or karate or.
Oh, that's retarded.
Right, does it? Does it?
Oh, 100%. That's
I
talking-
could be wrong.
That's
I
what I would call
Tell him.
talking about your out of your ass. I'd say.
Okay.
Because if you never watch it, you just flick through. That's like
Oh, no,
Larry.
I watched it.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay,
That's
okay.
like Larry King. That's like Larry King telling Jim Norton that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's street fighting. Really, Larry? Really?
Yeah, he was annoying.
Dude, there's such beautiful technique in MMA. I could show you some matches where you might just think of it's street fighting because he's elbowing him in the face. But there's so many disciplines involved. You have to be. It's like people like, oh well, they're not throwing punches like boxers. Yeah, but if you have all the weight on that front leg, somebody's gonna kick that fucking leg off. So it's really you have to be so skilled in not just one form of fighting, but several.
You gotta mix 'em.
understand? Of mixed martial arts,
There it is.
motherfuckers.
Speaking
I
of
never got that.
speaking of
See how you put that together?
speaking of retarded, we do
Yeah.
need to find out from the TEF box whether the term MMA was used or if it was a different term.
I got it. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I see.
You
I see.
he wants to just be like, hey, MMA guys.
It was an N.
He said MMN.
It was an N. Yeah, as in ninny.
Mixed martial ninnies.
All right,
great.
I'm gonna become a big fan of it and watch
You
it.
should watch it, man. You might really
I
dig
do
it.
watch it when I can in a
Yeah.
hotel room.
So when you retire,
Yes.
like because you retired in 2013, right?
I suppose so. I was 36. I'm gonna have to do the math. I'm 42 now, so yeah, I guess
Something
it
like
was
that.
Something like that.
So do you still were you able to maintain your fandom, or did you just have to step away from it for a little bit?
Did I what now?
Maintain your fandom of it. Like, did you keep watching it and staying up to date? And
Yeah, I was
stayed interested.
I was a fan, like from the beginning. Like I love watching the fights. I just that's what when the big fights come on, I'm watching anyway. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy everything about it. It's all I watch. Like I said.
Do you like the girls?
Oh, I love the girls.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Believe me, I tell myself I have to.
The girls are phenomenal, man, because they're just first of all they're bad. They're just badasses, man. They know how to fight, and they could beat the fuck out of most guys, like average guys on the street. These girls are badasses. Amanda Nunes, Kat Zingano, obviously Ronda Rousey. These girls know how to fight. So it's not like when girls started doing like I'd say either boxing or whatever else, and it eventually they started looking okay. But in the beginning, it was like, oh, this is fucking horrendous. These
You
girls
didn't
know
enjoy the girls boxing at first.
I don't know what the fuck I was watching. I mean, there wasn't as much skill. It was just fucking going in there, throwing kind of straight punches, but just kind of rock 'em, sock 'em, and they didn't pack much of a punch and whatever. I'm talking about early on when they started getting into the boxing. But with the martial arts, these girls know what they know what the hell they're doing. These girls are tough. Some of the best fights on the card are the girl fights.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with MMP is is that the fighters are too underpaid. Like a boxer will go out and make $20 million to fight 15.
Why is that your biggest problem? With it?
Because these guys are
He's
fucking
trying to
killing.
think of things.
I know he is. He's trying to.
because
Yes,
he
he is.
struck out with the
Who are you,
technique.
fucking
thing.
Norma Ray. Shut up.
You don't have to watch. You
No,
don't have to
I,
watch.
I feel bad because you guys are out there fucking fighting to the death, and you're not getting paid what you should get paid. And I'm
There's
a
a lot of
guy that-
MMA guys that make a lot of money, though, aren't there?
There is, and
Yeah.
it is also a fucking young sport.
Yeah.
and not for nothing, I'm doing all right. I'm living the dream, and I owe a lot of it through just through my fighting. It gave me such opportunities.
Conor
that I
McGregor has some
seized.
very nice suits.
Oh yeah, no, Conor McGregor,
Very expensive
Yeah,
suits.
that guy's fucking
Sponsored.
killing.
Yeah,
it.
he's making 50, 60 grand a fight.
It might be a bit more than that.
Yeah, he's doing phenomenal, man. And some guys are getting paid some real money. And if you win enough, you do the right thing, you make the right moves, or if you got a decent personality, that could help, and you can make a nice living, man.
And endorsements too. The endorsements are out there now, right?
The endorsements. I mean, myself, I was always, I have, besides being the whole fighter thing, I was a teacher first. Basically, I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I have 2 schools on Long Island, and I've been running my school since my first storefront since 2001. So I mean, and now my schools are both of them are over 12,000 square feet. They're beautiful schools. They're running like clockwork. And between doing that and I got my gig with Jimmy over at on UFC Unfiltered. You got to listen to that.
That's
You hit
a
the
very
podcast?
fun gig.
You
What's
like
that?
Twice a week, right?
Me and Jimmy do a podcast 2 times a week,
Yeah.
and it's called UFC Unfiltered.
The official, by the way, podcast of
The
the
official,
UFC.
yeah.
That's big.
Everybody and their mother's got a fucking podcast.
I know, my mailman
Sometimes I'm telling
has
people
one.
like I'm like, yeah, I got to go do my podcast. Like, oh yeah, great. And I'm like, no, but it's a real fucking.
It
thing.
is funny though, right? How nobody gives a shit about
No
a
one
podcast.
gives a shit.
They're like,
Yeah, you got to tell them it's the UFC's podcast because
exactly.
otherwise it's like, oh, is
The
Serra
official.
just doing is he just doing an MMA podcast? Like that's what he's doing
oh,
now.
that's
huh?
fun. Is that in your basement? Can I do
Right.
it sometime? Yeah.
How many fights did you have?
Oh fuck. I don't know. All these tough
Professional?
questions. I don't.
He did fight professionally.
Yeah,
You know how many
I had
professional
I had
fights?
a bunch of fights. I don't know, man. If I had my producer, I'd go, yo, Chris, the producer, look it up. But I don't fucking know. But you could watch some of my stuff on UFC Fight Pass. Look at me. UFC loves me. I'm fucking promoting everything.
What have you
I'm
like?
here just to hang out with my buddy Jimmy and meet Sam. I wanted to meet Sam.
What have you liked doing on the podcast so far? Because you guys, the reason the podcast is good is because it brings people into the world. Like it can bring them in slowly. Like there are a lot of
Yeah.
people who are on the show that aren't fighters. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just like inside. You missed, stupid. It's not just sort of super inside.
Yeah.
What have you liked doing on it?
What am I doing?
What have you liked doing? Like what's something
Man,
like, oh, this
listen,
is fun.
I never pictured myself doing anything radio, podcast type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just never did. I mean, it's I could talk like a motherfucker, but I just never thought about exploring that. And I was This is not what you asked. I'm telling you how I got into it. But Dana, I was shooting a show called Dana White Looking for a Fight on YouTube. It's a reality show I do with the president of the UFC, Dana White.
Sure.
And me, him, and another buddy of ours, we go to all around the country to these smaller MMA events looking for upcoming talent. To either for the UFC or to get on the Ultimate Fighter. And while we're there, we do wacky shit. It's a great show. So if anybody hasn't seen it, Dana White Looking for a Fight, and it's on YouTube. But we were doing that show, and Dana brought up to me, he goes, look, he's like, I want you to do the podcast, and this and that. So I'm like, man, I'll give it a shot. And then when he said I was going to do it with Jimmy, I've done the old the Opie and Anthony show,
Sure.
and I met Jimmy there. And then I've seen Jimmy at events, and we always got along. And I was psyched about that because I like Jimmy. And now I love Jimmy.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I know Jimmy forever.
Yeah, we're very good
You know?
Who started the swole up bald white guy look? Because I feel like that. I mean, Jim, and this is why the
think
promotion worked.
Jimmy
for
started it? You think?
I don't know if Jim started it because he's like the deflated version of the MMA look. Like you got it, Rogan's got it, Dana
Yeah.
White's got it. Everybody like the big beefy bald white dude.
Yeah, Oh, look at that. Dana White Looking for a Fight. Where'd you get that, on YouTube or Fight Pass? So somebody put that on the screen. I got ADD like a motherfucker, guys.
Yeah, he's
so
all
don't
over
be-
the place.
Jimmy knows. Jimmy almost wants to apologize because when I came in, I'm
No,
like,
I
oh, yeah,
don't.
Midtown Comics, Master Peak, New York, and I'm fucking running all over the place. But give me that question again.
The swole up bald white guy.
Yeah, that's just about tapping out to the fucking haircut. I was up until a few years ago. Up until a few years ago, I was getting a money fade every week. My buddy Dex the barber I'd go there to the barber's lounge, and that was fun.
Yeah.
It was like fun, man. I felt like in one of those barber
Hang
shops.
with the guys.
Yeah, man. Hang with the guys. They had some cool music on with some rap videos, and I'm getting a money fade. And then it just started going back a little bit. And I said, what the fuck, man? Let me save $80 a month and I got a buzzer.
Yeah.
And I don't shave it. I get a buzz every morning, and it's fucking so comfortable.
It is, right?
The only thing that sucks now is I got a new house. I told Jimmy, and I share a bathroom with my wife now. So now it's like, you're getting the fucking shit on the. She doesn't say it like that, but you got the hair on the floor. She doesn't have a potty mouth like me. And then when you step on that, it goes through the house, and I'm like, oh fuck, fuck me.
Well,
Sorry.
Are you hot? Are you warm? I can see you sweating a little bit.
I'm fucking sweating.
I'm
You know what it
always
is?
warm.
We also
I had
all
an
fired up.
espresso. I get nuts. I had an espresso when I woke up, a double shot, and I did some push-ups because I usually try to get a sweat out before I come do the show with Jimmy. And this was too early. I had to get here early.
Right.
So after my espresso, I got to the fucking train. I came in here, and I was still a little tired, believe it or not. So I had a 5-hour extra strength, 5-hour energy.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm about to do fucking cartwheels.
Right. Yeah. You're all fired up.
now
Can I have some of those tissues?
Get
sure.
the tissues over.
You guys
to
have
him.
any fucking paper towels?
when you
Anybody?
We could get him.
Huh? Bounty? Like that fucking old bitch?
when you were
It's Bounty. Remember that commercial?
That old bitch.
when you were fighting
Yes.
and you're getting all into it,
Yes.
did you ever get like a hard on? Just by accident. Has that ever happened? Like
When I was fighting?
Yeah, did you ever get an erection while you were fighting? Because that's
Like-
Voss's problem
Yes,
with MMA
exactly.
is that everybody pops boners during
I would be
fights.
scared I get really close to somebody and all of a sudden I get a hard on.
That's funny. That's funny you said that because I was bugging Jimmy. Look at you guys.
Look at that.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna go back to our fucking little fucking shitty studio
That's
at
right.
UFC Unfiltered, and I'm gonna start demanding some shit because you guys are good.
Adrian's our old bounty bitch.
Fucking A. Adrian, you're awesome.
Yeah.
The fuck was I going at? What was I saying?
Boners.
Boners. Yeah, bring me back to the cock. No. I used to bug Jimmy because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is made for the weaker guy. I'm not attacking you there, Jimmy.
No, you're right,
But it's
though.
made for the smaller guy to defend yourself against a bigger guy.
Weaker was a good fine word.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick for one martial art
Right.
for Jim Norton to get good at, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Sure.
Because he could, if not take out a bigger guy, he could defend himself. Well, then get his
You
rape,
don't-
then get his rape whistle. No, I'm only kidding. But no, seriously. So I'd be bugging Jimmy every day. Go, Jimmy, come on,
He's
man.
gonna
Let's-
shine that flashlight in his eyes that's strobing as if it stops anybody.
And he could defend himself. So with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, I want to take it, but Matt's on Long. If Matt was in New York, I'd be at his place 3 times a week. It's just hard to get out to Long Island.
Have you done
But-
any of it ever? Have
No,
you
I
gone
just
to a
make
class?
karate sounds when I feel threatened.
What kind of sounds? Whoa.
Yeah, they back the fuck up.
I think he's confident for some reason.
But that takes us away from the point, which was boners.
Well, I'm getting to that.
I know you are.
So I was telling Jimmy, I go, come on, man, you'd love it. You'd love fucking jiu-jitsu. And then one day he goes, I don't want to do it. 'Cause, I'm afraid I'll come. And I go, fuck it. I go, I'm done. I never asked him since to do any jiu-jitsu because it's a grappling art.
Yeah.
And I was bugging him, and I don't know, maybe he just said it so I'd stop bugging him. But and then he's like, "Oh no, I want to try it." I go, "I'll name some places for you."
I did, but when we went to the fight in Vegas, we went to the Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva rematch.
Oh shit!
In Vegas, yeah.
Oh, you went to it, Sam?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Fuck.
But I remember, and this goes to Voss's point, that we went to the weigh-in. And one of the guys, I don't remember which fighter it was, but he had a hard-on at the weigh-in.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
No, might have been a hard-on.
Now, Sam,
I was looking.
He's talking about himself, by the way.
strongly were you looking at this guy's cock?
I noticed.
Fuck.
Boss, you would have noticed, right?
Fuck, notice. I would have got front row.
Yeah. Now we're looking at guys.
confirmed
Is that
it.
the guy? Is that the
look
guy?
at that. You're telling me that's not a hard-on?
Oh, Jesus.
No,
It's not.
That's not a hard.
Look at him.
That's not good. That's not good.
He's
for
hard. He's
anybody.
excited.
It's not a hard on.
He's excited. He's ready to fight. He's got a boner. You know
It's
what I
not a
mean?
hard on. It could just be your fucking helmet. Your dick's flopped out a certain way.
I don't know.
I
but
don't
he's
know, man.
fucking-
He might have big balls.
That looks like me and my MeUndies.
He's attacking. I've never. Oh, God bless him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So but
These guys are all fucking ripped, man. Look at them. They're all fucking ripped.
Well, yeah, they're in good shape.
well,
They're
yeah, they're
fucking
fine.
athletes.
They're about to fight in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I like the tattoos on this one.
What are you doing?
I like tattoos.
You're you're a guy. You watch for the aesthetics. Is that what
I
you're
like
thinking?
the tattoos.
Yeah.
If they have nice body work.
You know what Voss's problem is with MMA is they're
Yes, he's
just
gay and he doesn't know it.
they're not cute enough. He like they in karate, they're all so much cuter, right?
No, the MMA guys are fucking. I'm amazed when I look at them. How fucking ripped those fucking. They look like fucking rappers that could fight.
You think rappers are also handsome?
No, they're ripped.
Oh, I see. You like their bodies.
Oh, who doesn't?
Are you a hip hop fan, Matt Serra?
Yes.
Do you like it because their bodies
When I train, I put in no, not at all. When I train at my school, I put in some rap strength training in Pandora. Put that shit in.
Yeah?
Oh,
Do you
it makes
listen-
you want to punch your mother.
But you probably listen to old. You don't listen to new rap, do you?
I believe it or not, I do. I put that on.
Chance the Rapper.
Who? no. Now you're throwing some curveballs at me. You're a younger guy. How old are you?
33.
33.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks
man.
older though, right?
That's a hard 33. No, I'm only kidding. No, you're good.
Been a long
You're
road.
a married dude?
I am married, yeah.
You are married. How long have you been married for?
Somewhere,
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, between,
Yeah, you better have an answer.
I think 4 years? Probably 4 years, 3 or 4 years, I don't know.
What, Adrian knows what the fuck you've been. Adrian, were you best man or something? How do you know?
He wasn't even there, but
Oh.
he's the producer. He
Yeah.
knows this information.
Okay.
I've been with he said I'll text Jess. I've been with my wife for like 11 years. I mean, I've been with her forever since we were in our 20s, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Yeah.
And no kids.
No kids, no.
You plan on getting any? You know?
Yeah.
Having any?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going to. Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
you, man. Wow. That's a
Sam's
long
impotence
time.
has been hard on the marriage for children.
My what?
It's your impotence.
Do you want your kids' hair to look like
I'm not
nice
impotent.
hair or like yours, like colored people?
That was You know, if you hadn't added in the colored people thing, it
Why?
would
I'm not-
it would have just been a shot
It's
at
like,
me. But you had to just take a shot at all black people.
No.
didn't.
You said like colored
You
people.
did say that,
What,
Rich.
what are you saying?
You said
I'm old. I'm stuck in my ways. Sorry. I didn't mean it race. I'm not a racist.
No, you're right.
You're Jewish, no?
No, I'm not Jewish.
Mike Tyson thought he was Jewish. Tyson thought he was
sorry.
Jewish.
I'm not
Oh, who
Jewish.
did Tyson?
Yeah, he thought he was Jewish.
No, but he
go.
also, but for the record, Mike Tyson also referred to me as a black motherfucker. So
No, wait. Then and I'm not. Listen, I can't knock you. Look at me. I have no hair.
No, I get it. I'm getting there.
No, but what am I looking at now? It's nice. No, it's
An
great.
asshole.
Wait,
Oh shit.
is there any?
Jimmy. Oh, fucking hell. What am I looking at? An
Is there
asshole.
any Jew MMA? Because I'm a Jew. Is there any Jew MMA fighters? Or
Yeah, that's a great question. In
No,
1951. Any Jews do that?
So do you guys have Do you guys have Jews and coloreds in MMA now?
There's Jewish
I'm a
fighters,
Jew.
yeah.
I'm just asking if there's any. Then I would start following them.
Right.
Yeah, there are. I
Are
don't
there
know
any
any, but-
Jew fighters?
Where does your hair come from, though? What is your background?
I don't know. They've
What is it?
everybody in my family is white. On my
not.
mom's
They're not.
on my mom's side,
You said no one runs.
a couple of my uncles have curly hair like me. They had afros in like the
okay.
60s and 70s
That's
and
not
stuff.
a curly afro. That's a fucking. It's gross.
Oh, man.
It's not gross.
I think it's unique.
Thank you.
I think it's
you
unique.
know what
Thank you.
unique means?
It adds character.
Yeah, no. Unique
Okay, and
means
people
there's
enjoy
no
it.
fucking answer to it.
That's true.
There's no.
And to
unique.
answer you, yes, they let Jewish people fight.
No, I'm saying, is there
They
any
do.
good ones that you know of? Like, I'm not saying.
I don't know about
obviously
any
you
religion
can.
any of them are. I'm sure there's some of them are Jewish.
Yeah, I don't really look into that too much. Unless the guy walks into the fucking fight with a yarmulke on or something, I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
can
he
we
is.
Google that
Are you
Jewish
you're
MMA
20,
fight?
You're 33.
I'm 33.
You don't have that disease that makes you grow old fast, do you? Because
Progeria. Just say it.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
Why would you revisit the joke like 20 minutes later? Like,
Yeah, why don't you have any business with the first time?
I was reading a text.
oh, okay. You're like, I can get back there. These are all Jewish fighters. Emily Kagan, Rory Singer,
Oh, boy,
Neil
who's gonna be
Lahat?
I know
Scared
Rory.
of Rory Singer.
I know Rory.
Doesn't he sell fucking jewelry in Philly?
That's Steven Singer.
Oh.
Steven Singer.
Play on Singer.
Jewelry.
Hey, listen, it's fucking Friday. I'm done.
Rory Singer looks like a fucking
Yeah,
tough
Rory,
dude.
Rory's a
Oh,
tough
look
dude.
at
He was
that,
on
of course.
the Ultimate Fighter back in the day.
Voss, what do you think of Rory's body?
Well, let me see it.
Yeah.
Let me see him flat. Oh, It's not bad. He's ripped. I mean,
Well, what weight
I'm
is
more
he?
ripped than that.
Yeah, right. You're not more ripped than that.
No, you're not.
You look in shape. How old are you?
Yeah, you're right. You're not
How
more
old are you?
ripped.
I'll be 60 in June.
Oh shit, you're a couple of years older than Longo.
Look at that body.
Hey, put your shirt on. You're losing friends. All right? With that around your neck, you look like a fucking Jewish fucking superstar with that thing.
Voss took his shirt off. Let me tell you something,
Yeah, you put a
Rich.
few
No,
pounds
you
on.
look, you're in good shape.
And I lost weight.
You're in good shape. What are you doing? You juicing?
What's that?
You juicing?
What's juicing?
Steroids,
Juice
gas.
doesn't
You're on a
come.
gas.
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't.
Man
I'm 30
juicing.
years sober. I'm not going to do any kind of drugs.
You got
Oh,
great.
what happened? You used to have a problem?
Yeah, crack, freebase.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good shit, man.
Oh wow, it was good shit.
don't remember how great it was.
How long were you on the crack?
Well, I was a drug addict. I mean, I started getting high when I was, 15, 16 on whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Then my bottom,
Has been fucked by other men.
You just
Oh,
you formed
shit.
together the
the
sentences
last
so
3
quickly.
years of my addiction was, smoking freebase.
Yeah.
So that's probably why, you know.
Now you never had to give a guy oral for drugs, did you?
I did it for fun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you did it for a Flintstones chewable.
It's no durable. Oh, shit.
I mean, listen, we make jokes about it, but you know, I mean, I've done some horrible things. If you give an all kidding aside, I'll fucking punch through your hat. We make jokes about it, but it's a serious. Shut up.
You'll Furio his hat off his head.
Yeah, you have a B on your hat.
You know what I
A
mean?
B
I
in your
just-
hat
it's
and a
just
D in your mouth.
But no, people don't. Shut up, let them laugh.
I'm sorry. Hold on. After the laughter dies down, we'll talk about your
No,
fucking
people don't choose-
life-changing fucking addiction.
Listen to me, little Stretch Armstrong. People, okay. Fucking, people
Stretch
don't
Arm- is that
juice
a-
it.
go ahead.
People
What?
don't juice at 60. Do
They what now?
They don't fucking take
Of
steroids.
course they do.
At,
They
six-
do.
at 60?
HGH? Yeah,
Sure.
they fucking love growth hormone and steroids.
At 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody who's 60 and ripped, they
Oh,
love that
shit,
shit.
Yeah.
So wait, now, when did your marriage fall apart?
Which one? The first one?
How many times were you married?
Twice. And
Oh,
it's
you were
going
married. This is
great.
your second one's going
Yes,
great.
yeah.
The first one, because I know you have a couple of kids, did that fall to shit because of your addiction?
No, she never saw me high. I was clean when I got married.
Oh, how long did that go for, your first marriage?
5 years.
Oh, that's not that. That's
This one's going on 12 now.
Oh, 5 years, and that's when you have your first two kids from your first
Yeah.
marriage.
I didn't know you only married 5 years to your first wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, fine. And what happened around the 5-year mark? Just like, oh fuck.
Now, she got married young. And
Yeah.
she's, we're good friends. I stay
it's the
good
mother of
friends
your
with her.
kids, of
Yeah,
course.
Listen, she lived right by me. She used to babysit our kid. You know, we go over her house. I mean, she moved to North Carolina now. I was good friends with her
Were you
throughout
cheating?
our divorce.
You cheating?
No,
Never?
no. I'm not that kind of person.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
dare you,
I
Sam.
didn't mean to stomp on your moral high ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
he's not that type of
Grindr
person.
exist then, though?
Oh no, but there was some other stuff. No, so I stayed good. It didn't work out. You know what I mean? So I stayed good friends. We were separated for 5 years because I was still on her insurance.
Yeah.
And then we just moved on, but we always stayed. You know, we have kids. The more you fucked up.
Can I
What?
ask you, as a married guy, and I
Yeah.
think Sam will relate to this.
He's not a guy.
What? He's married, but now, did you tell yourself, if I get out of this marriage, I'm never going back in? Oh no! Did you say I'll do it again when I meet my second love of my life?
You play it by ear. I mean, I was single for 11 years between marriages.
Oh, there
I
you
think
go.
10 years, and eventually, and as comics, you get. Listen, I was getting pussy on the road like it was fucking. It just. But
He helped
after-
me get pussy.
a-
Rich got
after-
so much pussy, he actually brought me into the fold.
He did?
They would
Really?
fuck him, and then he'd have to. I'm like his ugly friend.
You guys get a lot of groupies with the comedy.
Oh,
Rich would
back
just
in
go. Rich would make girls go in the closet and watch me jerk off.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, he's the
serious?
best. He's the best.
He would tell them to, like, oh,
Yeah,
just-
watch him jerk off in the closet.
So,
Or
how
he'd be getting
would,
blown in his car, and I'd sit in the back seat and watch.
Are you fucking around? Are you
No,
serious?
100% serious. He was a trooper.
how did you? What was the strategy? Because a lot of comedians complain about the lack of groupies.
Well, now, it's fucking 2016.
Different
There's
world.
more in the 80s. Girls
was only
were throwing
AIDS.
girls were throwing pussy at you back then. You know, I got blown in a coat room once after my show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
it's
Should have
so-
kept that job.
You know, no, it tastes horrible. So, but after a while, you're single and you're like, yeah. But I just met my wife, who's a comic too.
Yeah.
And it just happened, you know. You don't plan
Oh, she's a
it.
comic also.
Yeah, you don't plan it. Brilliant. And you don't plan it. It just happens.
I
you
guess
know
it
what
just
I mean?
happens.
Because
You
I think
know.
you're right. Like if your marriage fell apart, you wouldn't
Yeah.
get married again.
I mean, that's what you tell yourself. I mean,
Right.
I mean, listen, I'm in a. It depends on the day you get me, but right now I'm in a. So 'cause sometimes I'm with Jimmy and I'll fucking vent on air about certain shit. But being a married guy and especially with kids, see, that's a different situation for you, Sam, because They don't hold the same kind of power. And I got a great thing going on. 3 beautiful kids. My wife's awesome. But they do get to talk to you a certain way that they would never talk to you if you didn't have children with them. I mean, that's how I feel. Like, in other words, how about this?
Oh.
How about, like, my wife is really awesome. Awesome. Anybody meets, she's so the nicest person. But let me tell you something. There's times when I'm fighting with her and I'm just like, yo, there's not a single person on the planet that could talk to me like that. Well,
Right.
I'm not being a tough guy. I'm saying there's going to be repercussions. Someone's either getting fucked up, not a girl, I mean, obviously, but just, you can't, or if it's a girlfriend, she's fucking kicked to the curb. I mean, it's just not happening.
Right.
It's just not fucking happening. But, like I said, I'm in a good situation.
No, I know. My
Let me
wife-
bring that back.
My wife stands.
It's
at
just
the-
marriage.
My wife stands at the end of the bed every night, giving me a lecture of what I did wrong that day.
Oh.
Right? You know, I mean, like.
Oh, is this your wife now?
Yeah, I mean, she's. I
There you
mean,
go.
look. I was a crack at it.
Second time, I guess, is the charm.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, look. Listen, we're in the same business, so we're around. A lot.
Yeah.
You know, I was a crack addict piece of shit back in the. Now my life.
You're
is,
not a crack addict
you know,
anymore.
Right.
But
But you're still a piece of shit.
but look at my life now. It's like laying in bed with my wife eating a protein bar, which is a pretty big fucking change in life,
Protein.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
But that's not enough for her. You know, she'll come in and go, "You didn't fold the laundry." Yeah, and I also didn't
You mean
show
the
your
laundry.
grandmother's silverware. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's just. You know, you have a house. Little things like, how come you didn't empty the fucking dishwasher? Because I didn't care about it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
no.
You know what I mean?
That's typical. That's
But
typical stuff.
That stuff turns into fights with us.
Yeah.
And
Well, why
our
don't you
fights
just
are-
why don't you just empty the dishwasher, bro?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put that in the garbage? The garbage is right there.
Yeah.
Why do you leave
Put
it
in
right
the
there?
garbage.
Yeah, it's easy.
Get that?
Why you gotta be difficult about it?
Because I have things going on.
You do?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Nothing.
Well, you got a new CD on iTunes that people
New
can
CD,
pre-order.
Rich Voss 5.
That's right.
It's my new one. Here, have one.
What is this?
It's a CD.
Oh,
Comedy.
look
It's
at
my
this.
new one.
Thank
wanna see
you.
some
What is
more?
this? A frisbee?
Oh,
Oh, look at this.
They were on top of the World Trade Center. That's them when they were.
There's
wish
Mike's
you were.
if you want to use.
Oh, look at this. This is. Who's this?
Rich, if you feel like using the mic, you can.
That's your daughter. You got
microphone,
very pretty daughter. Look at you.
Rich,
Good for you.
it's up to you. It's for,
What?
but the mic, if you want it, you can
What's
use
that?
it. The microphone?
Yeah.
You can talk into it if you want.
Sam, listen
And
to
I'm
me.
not attacking
Tell me.
I'm not attacking your haircut from 1991, but you could never say a thing about Sam again if I fucking you post this.
Yeah, but mine looks like Roger Daltrey.
No,
No, you
Roger,
don't.
Your fucking
This-
haircut is
you-
Terra fucking bowl.
This is coming
Look
to
at how nice
America.
that look.
This is the fucking Soul Glow from fucking.
It
Yeah,
really
come
is.
through.
You would leave a stain on any couch you put your head back on. Right
That's
there.
right.
And I
Where's his
have.
face into?
I had bad teeth back in the day.
Oh, this is good. I
So
can
much
have this.
stupidity
Thank you.
flying
It's
past
a
them.
comedy CD.
I'm taking it, man.
My fifth one.
Fuck.
It's very funny.
The
You'll like
crank
it.
did bad things to Voss's teeth. I went to the dentist with him. Remember when we did that?
Oh, yeah.
And he had to get, because his teeth are fake. He had to get
These
them put
are
on.
implants.
But like they literally had to pull his gums back, pack it in with cadaver bones, because his teeth are these just little tiny, like it looks like he's been possessed. Like they're just little sharp stubs.
a
in his
dummy.
mouth.
Well, no, that's when they put these on. When they put the
Yeah.
the implants.
Yeah.
This is $35,000 worth of fucking teeth right here.
Wow.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And he actually took his fingers. He said that, and he like rubbed it across his teeth.
I saw that.
He paid for him. He can touch him.
That's true.
Yeah. Thank you for play-by-play.
Well, you didn't need to do that.
And how long were you addicted to the crack?
2 weeks.
No, that's it.
No, 3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
Yeah, 3
All
years.
right. And then one day you just said, "Fuck
I said
this.
I can't. I'm going to
can't."
either die or go to jail. So I
Yeah.
said I got to get clean, or else I'll
I
would
wish I
be
could have
dead.
helped you with that decision.
Yeah, one of
That's
those
real
two
nice.
is a fine option.
That's a very nice thing to say. See, I'm here no matter what's going on in your life and all the negative and all the meanness. I'm still here for you. So whatever you
No,
do,
you're here
do.
because we're on the radio and you need to plug.
You're right.